Hi, this is Marie for MLS Office. Have you ever wished that you could look back at what was said or done for a client at any time without effort? Tracking all of that information without a proper system can be a pain, do you agree? Well, did you know that this kind of system is integrated in our software's calendar? It is. How does it work? Well, you simply have to use the calendar to manage your time, and the software will take care of everything else. How wonderful is that? So, what you have to do is enter every important event, activity, conversation in the calendar's grid with their details, mark them as done when they're completed, and a history will be built in your contact records and listing records automatically. Let me show you how easy that can be done. So, first, you have to add all these important events, activities, conversations in your calendar's grid. To do so, you can either click on the Add button that's located in the toolbar right above your calendar's grid, or select the desired time slot, like so. When that's done, you'll have to enter all the details of the activity, event, or conversation in the window that pops up. So, specify what it's about in the description field. Then, in the agent and contact field, specify who's involved. If a property is involved, you can specify its address in the listing field, like so. The agent, contact, and listing fields, that's what the software will use to keep a history for you in the appropriate records. You'll also have to adjust the date and time if necessary right below. And you can activate options in the darker blue section if they can be useful to you. The note field allows you to save any important details. And when you're done, you click on Save and Close in the lower right corner. So there you go. I now have this activity in my calendar, but it's also going to be in the To-Do folder of the agent, contact, and listing record that I specified with the appropriate fields. When you've completed an activity, event, or conversation, you have to mark the activity as done, so it shows up in the actual history of your records instead of the To-Do folder. It's quick and easy. Let me show you how. You'll have to click on the Show Detail button in the upper right corner of the activity, which brings up the bubble with all of its detail. And then you simply have to click on Mark as Done. The activity is now transferred in the appropriate records, so you can refer back to them at any point. It's that simple. If you want to keep track of an event, conversation, or activity that's already taken place, that's not a problem either. Add it to your calendar, and when you're adding it to your calendar, instead of clicking on Save and Close, you can mark it as done right away. So that can be useful when you want to keep track of conversations that have just taken place that you had not been able to schedule in advance. And even if it's after the fact, no matter if it's been only a couple of hours, days, months, you can track them as easily. Just make sure to specify the right time and date when you're adding and documenting this activity, event, or conversation. So I showed you how to add activities, events, and conversations in your calendar appropriately to build that history in your records. Now I'm sure you're interested in knowing how to refer back to that history that's saved in your records. Well, here's how to do it. The history for a buyer will be saved in its contact record found under the Contacts tab. And the history for a seller will be found under the Listing tab in the listing record of their property. So simply open their record. Here I'll open the record of one of my buyers, Aaron Smith. So let me find him real quick. Double-click on the record you want to view the history of, and go under the History folder that's located on the left-hand side. And here it is. So now you know how to build and review the history for any of your clients. By the way, you can also print the history or email it to whoever you want in the form of an activity report. I'll be showing you how to do that in another video though. So keep an eye on our YouTube channel by subscribing to it, and don't forget to give us feedback in the comment box below. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you again soon.